Okay, real quick before my AC kicks back on, which could be any minute because it's Texas and it's always hot here, I want to show you one of my most controversial projects, actually probably my only controversial project. And by that I mean every once in a while I'll actually get a comment criticizing something about this project. Generally it has to do with the design. You know, it's just a simple lattice surrounded by framing boards. There are certainly a lot prettier panels to hide your ACs, I fully admit it, but I didn't need it here. And I'm going to include some pictures of our property so you can see why that didn't really matter. From the street, there are actually two big fences in our field that block the view too. So I just needed something a little bit extra to camouflage the view of that air conditioning panel or the air conditioners from the street. So a simple lattice with some framing worked perfectly, especially since we have 3 AC panels and I needed to do 2 separate sections so that it wasn't too heavy for me to lift. I went with 2 different panels that were removable because as the daughter of an air conditioning man, I know how heavy those units are, and when I wanted something to hide those panels, I wanted them to be removable so that some poor AC guy later on didn't have to go for that middle AC unit, lift that up and try to get it in there and make it really hard on himself. So I tried to figure out a way to make these panels easily removable for any time we need the ACs replaced. And I'm going to tell you that this solution actually even worked through Hurricane Harvey. I'm in Houston, so Hurricane Harvey was an issue. We had super high winds, trees were going down all over, and a tornado even rolled through our neighborhood a little bit further down. The panels didn't budge. You just have to make sure that the screws are tight enough to where the when you shake it, you know, that it's not something that's loose. But the panels work perfectly. Of course, the house is blocking some of the wind too, so maybe if it was out in the open field, you might have a little bit more of an issue and want to think about also latching the panels down with just some simple latches that you could find at Home Depot. But this worked for us. In the last 2 or 3 years that I've had this project out, I've had lots of people comment about how this is a perfect solution for them hiding their boats or any other thing that they needed to hide where they didn't have the ability to swing the gate out. So I'm glad I could help some of those people with that. And yeah, I know it's lattice. It's just the simplest design, but it wasn't needed here. And let me show you some pictures of my property and why it wasn't necessary to do anything prettier in this case. Thanks.